Hi guys, Miss K here. Welcome back to my channel. I'm going to be showing you this super cute set just in time for Valentine's Day. So we're hopping right in. This is her previous set. It's from 3.5 weeks ago and there's no lifting. So going in with my Pana 5-in-1 carbide safety drill bit. I'm going to be using this to remove the polish off of her nails. We're not removing any of the acrylic. I don't want to remove any of the bulk because we're doing a fill on her nails, not necessarily a backfill. So it's just a fill with the same color of acrylic that we used before. So we just want to remove the polish, that way we're not wasting any product. So here I am. I go around the top of the acrylic. You don't want to use this drill bit on the natural nail because it can damage it. And I'm using it at a speed of 8,000 RPMs. So now I'm going in with a fine grit sanding band, and I have turned the speed of my e-file down to 4,000 RPMs because I'm going to be using it on her natural nail. So I'm using this to kind of buff away the shine from her natural nail, and then it also helps like reveal if there is any lifting that you weren't able to see when there was still polish on top of the acrylic. So here I am, just going around the cuticle area on her nail bed on the part that has grown out, so that way I can get the shine off and kind of push back the cuticle a little bit with this. And then after I do that and I remove any lifting that she may have, like there's a tiny bit around the edge, but it's nothing too serious, so that kind of just flakes off as you're filing. So I do that, and then I go down the entire surface of the nail to buff the whole nail so I can really see what I'm working with. Okay, so now I'm going in and I'm going to push back her cuticles. I'm just using this cuticle pusher that I'm not sure where I got it from, but you can use like any kind of cuticle pusher. You can use an orange wood stick. It all works the same. Just push those cuticles back so it gets it off of the nail plate. Then going in with this needle point drill bit, which this one isn't as pointy as some other ones that I have, but I kind of prefer this one. It's one of my favorites. I'm using this and I'm going around her cuticle area. This really just removes any dead skin that may be left on her nail plate, and then it also lifts and pushes back the cuticle, so that way it's really easy to remove it later on. So I have my drill on a speed of 5,000 RPMs while I'm doing this, and then I pop my drill into reverse and I go around the right side of her nail as well. That way I can make sure that I just, really get into the cuticle area so there's none left on her nail. And then using a cuticle ball bit, I'm following the exact same process that I do with the needle point drill bit, and I just go around her cuticle area and I make sure that I'm pushing back the cuticle while I'm doing this. Then I pop it into reverse and go around the right side of the nail as well, just like this. And as you can see, this like really lifts up the cuticle so that when you go back in, like I'm going to do here with nippers, you can just nip it right off. You can really see like what needs to be cut off, so that way you don't hurt your client. And everybody makes mistakes. Sometimes you do cut your client, but the ultimate goal is to obviously never cut one. So you just want to cut off the part that you see that's lifted up. Don't go too far down. I know we all want perfect cuticles, but just be careful when you're doing this step. So I do that on all 10 of her nails, and I just make sure that I remove any of that dead skin, so that way when we go in with our application, it's nice and flawless. So now I'm using Mia Secret's clear acrylic, and I'm just applying a thin layer of clear on all of her nails before I go in with whatever color it is that we use, whatever color you used on the nails when you do the fill. I always put a clear layer first. I just like to do this so when I go in and file, if she does want to backfill, then there's still that layer of clear, so I'm not damaging her natural nail. Alright, so now I'm going in with the same nude that she already had on her nails previously, and this is just a color that I mixed up myself, and I like to do that. I like to mix acrylics, I like to get different colors, so I always am mixing them. It's a really good way to, have custom colors that nobody else has, and it's just a nice thing for your clients. If they want a certain color of something and you don't have it, you can just mix it up really quick. So I'm applying this on all 10 of her nails, and I'm just excuse me, I'm just doing a regular fill. So I just apply it at the cuticle area, and then I just wipe it down gently. And her nails are a nude to clear ombre because we wanted the reflective glitter to be able to really pop with her last set, and this set she's doing reflective glitter again, so it works out perfectly. So we're applying the ombre to all of the nails, and her middle finger was just clear, so I'm going to go in on this nail with even more product, so that way it can have that ombre effect also, like all the rest of the nails. So I'm just going to do this, and I will be back if I have anything else to say or with what I'm doing next. Okay, I wanted to pop in here really quick and tell you guys thank you so much for 377 subscribers. I'm super excited to reach 500. I'm super thankful. I can't wait to get to 500 subscribers. I'm going to do a giveaway. I'm already excited and knowing what I'm going to do. So if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, then make sure you do that, so that way you can be entered in my giveaway when I do it, and so you can be notified whenever that goes live. So now I'm going in with a clear layer of acrylic to encapsulate the ombre that we have, so that way when I go back in and file, it won't ruin my design, so the ombre will still be visible. Anytime you do any kind of design, whether it be ombre or marble or some glitter or something cute underneath, you always want to cap it in clear, so when you go back and file, it won't get messed up. So I'm doing that on all 10 of her nails, and then I will be back. Alright, so while I'm doing the application, I always want to make sure that I'm wiping the sides of the nails so that it can keep the shape, so that way when I go back in and file, I don't have a whole bunch of filing to do, because since it's a fill, the nails are pretty much already the shape that you want them to be, as long as your client doesn't want to change the shape. So there's already not a lot of filing to do. So I like to wipe the sides and keep it the whole way through. That way it saves me time in the long run. Okay guys, so this is what they're looking like after application. Now we're going in with my Tammy Taylor peel and stick file, and this is in the 100 grit. This is my favorite file. If you guys have been watching me, then you already know this. And I'm just going to use this to crispen up the shape. I like this file because it's pretty coarse, so it, you know, really files really easily, and it just gets it nice and crisp. So I'm going along the sides of the nail and then across the tip of the nail as well with this, and I just am kind of tapering in the sides a little bit more. This is my girl Paige, and she likes her nails square, and I told her that I want to start trying doing tapered square, and she's down for it. So we're gonna kind of taper her nails a little bit and kind of thin them out just a tad. So that's what I'm doing here, and then I'll go in with my e-file after this. Okay, so now we're going back in with the e-file, and I'm using that same drill bit from Pana, and I'm going around her cuticle area. And I love this drill bit because you can get really close to their skin without hurting them, and it gets it nice and smooth and flush to the cuticle. So I love this drill bit. There's so much you can do with it. Then I'm going over the surface of the nail to really smooth out the acrylic that's on it. I go from top to bottom, and then I also go around the top from side to side, and I make sure that I go underneath the nails as well, so that way you can get that nice crisp curve. I love that. And it also makes sure that, you know, there's no acrylic stuck to the bottom of the nails, because sometimes that does happen. So here I am just doing the exact same process on this nail, and I'll do the exact same thing on all 10 of her nails. And I always want to make sure that I really go around the cuticle area and focus on that. And then also I like to make sure I do the tip of the nail and I focus on that too, so that way I can get a nice smooth, thin, even nail all the way across. So I'm going to do the same thing on all of her nails, and then I will be back. Okay, so after I file, I dust them off and then I wipe them down with some Young Nail swipes so that they're ready for nail art. So for her nail art, we're doing a super cute flame heart French thing. So going in with this red reflective glitter. It's from this brand Gaoy. I don't know how to pronounce it, but that's the brand. You can find it on Amazon, and it came with like 6 in it, and this beautiful red was one of them. So here I'm just using it, the brush that comes in the bottle, I'm using that, and I'm going across the tip, and then I'm bringing up the sides, and I'll go back in with my liner brush, my nail art brush, and I'll crispen everything up and really perfect that French, and then I'll have her go into the light for 2 minutes to cure, and then I'll go in with the next part of the nail art. So I will just let you guys watch me do this, and I will be back once I get to the next part. Honestly, the red reflective French on its own is a look, but you know, we gotta be extra over here. So now we're going in with white polish. You can use any white polish, or you can use painting gel. It's up to you. It doesn't really matter as long as you can get your design on there and you know it looks how you want it to. So here I started drawing, and I don't know what I was doing. I messed up. So I wiped it off with some acetone, and then I went back in and started again. So now I'm drawing this flame, and honestly this design was kind of difficult to figure out how I was going to get the little heart on the inside of the flame, and I kind of messed up a couple of times. So I had drawn it on there and then wiped it off, but you guys don't see that process. So you know, doing nails, it's never perfect, but you just gotta do your best to get whatever it is that your client is looking for. So I'm just drawing on this flame here, and then I'm gonna let you guys watch me draw it, and you'll see me trying to get that heart in the middle before, and then like the light bulb in my head went off, and I was like, okay, actually, let me just draw the entire flame on here, cure it in the light, and then go back in and draw the heart on afterwards. So I'm just going to let you guys watch me do this, and then I will be back once I'm completely done with everything. Okay, so I did 2 coats of the white polish on all of the flames, so that way they're nice and opaque. And then I went in using a dotting tool with that same red reflective polish, and then I just put 2 little dots at the top, and then I'm bringing it down to a point, and that's how you draw a heart. It's super simple. Once I'm done with this, I kind of just shape it more how I want it. It was really little and I kind of wanted it bigger than that. And then after I'm done with that, I have her cure it in the light for 2 minutes. And then I do the same thing on all of her nails, and I just alternate back and forth between her hands. So I do this heart and have her cure it, and then I do the heart on the other pinky and have her cure it, and we just go back and forth the whole time. And once I'm done with this, I just apply top coat over her nails, and she cures that in the light for 2 minutes. I put cuticle oil on her cuticles, rub that in, and then we're all done. Okay, so this is the finished product. I think they turned out super cute. I love them. She loved them. They're just in time for Valentine's Day. I hope you guys enjoyed her nails. And if you learned something or if you liked the video, then don't forget to subscribe to my channel. We're on the road to 500 and I will be doing a giveaway, so stay tuned for that. And thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.